I'm very proud to be producing cattle in Kentucky. Family's been doing it for 8 generations, and I put my name on it.
I'm Joe, and this is my father, Kenneth Lowe, and we raise Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef in Smiths Grove, Kentucky, just 10 miles north of Bowling Green.
I bought this farm in 1977. I was 23 years old and started a cattle operation. When my family moved here, just out by the Barren River in 1799, George Washington was living. Lewis and Clark had not been west. Kentucky was the western frontier.
There's not an average day. We kind of wake up in the morning and pick up where we left off the next day, and if we don't get derailed from that plan by lunch, it's a pretty successful day. And some mornings I wake up with one plan and he wakes up with another, so we spend a few minutes figuring out whose plan we're going to go with that day.
There's nobody is going to do this job if they don't love what they're doing. It's just too hard. There's challenges every day that I have to overcome and say, I can make this happen.
Our main focus are those animals taken care of. So just like we have a certain nutritional requirement, they have a certain nutritional requirement. And the great thing with cattle, they can eat anything. So you look, they can eat grass. We're going into fall, they'll eat a lot of commodity byproducts. So you have all the distilleries around. We'll feed a lot of dry distillers grain from those. So from a resource standpoint, we make sure those cattle are taken care of first and foremost. So everything we do is an attempt to manage the cattle as best we can, keep them as full as we can, as healthy as we can, and keep the land in a situation where all we need is rain and sunshine and we can produce what we need to, so we can be more efficient and sustainable with our production and not have to bring in purchased inputs. We take our cows and we breed them to create the bulls to breed for commercial cattle. So our cattle are registered, and most of the cows you see across Kentucky are going to be commercial cows. We're able to select for traits we want, whether that calf grows bigger, his steak tastes better, that steak's going to be larger. We breed for those traits and we sell those bulls to the cows you see across the state.
Our bulls will produce about 10,000 calves a year in Kentucky.
So when you go to your local Kroger store and you see that package in there, not every time will you be eating something we produce, but a few times you will. And there's a pretty good chance if we didn't produce it, we bred the bull who did. I saw Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef as an opportunity to put in a major grocery store a local product that from a food safety standpoint is second to none, and from a nutritional standpoint is wholesome and nutritious. So our involvement comes down to, we want to give an opportunity for the consumer to get exactly what they want, exactly what they're expecting when they pay for it. Much like you like your favorite bourbon, Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef is small batch beef, hand selected from your local herds.